Oh, it's me. Oh, it's me. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another episode of I Snuck in Here podcast. But it's not just me on here, so I got a couple teammates that I gotta bring in for this one. Of course, I got my boy Cirque Money. Cirque Money, what's up, baby?
So, yo, I am looking forward to this one.
Yes, this is a good one. This is a good one. So I always got my right hand man with me. So, but today, it was in high demand. I don't know fucking why it was in high demand, but they wanted Pudge Illa. So you get Pudge Illa. Welcome back to the show, my boy. What's up? See, this is the shit I'm talking about. That was his intro.
Yo, I can't hear you, bro.
Can you hear me
Pudge
now?
back, baby.
Pudge back like he never left. You back? You good?
Yeah, what happened to my mic?
Damn.
You know,
Okay, Pudge had some technical difficulties. Maybe he wanted to come in last and close the show. We're gonna be back. We're gonna be back to you, Pudge. Hold on. Let's come back to Pudge. All right, joining the podcast for the first time this week is my boy Drew Down Productions. We know we go back like I don't know what we go back.
Four flats in the Cadillac. I don't know.
Go fast in the Cadillac. I fuck with
That,
it.
that's the first thing that came to my head. So it's a pleasure to be on here. Look forward to this. It's gonna be a fun night, gentlemen.
All right, bet him up. I think Pudge is ready, I believe. Let me see. Let me bring him back.
Still doing his technical
You
difficulty.
there,
There he
Pudge?
is.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can't hear you.
Are you on? He's not on mute.
No, you're not muted. You're not
Okay.
muted. You were just talking to us. Unplug your headphones, plug it back in. Nope, he leave completely. That's what's up. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to let y'all know that y'all is the one that had Pudge in high demand in all the requests to bring Pudge, and I brought Pudge on, and I swear to God, we've been talking to Pudge for the last 20 minutes. So
the last 20.
For real,
we've been
like,
talking
yeah.
to Pudge. We've been talking to Pudge.
Actually, Pudge, I came on first, and then Pudge came on, and me and him had like a 5-minute conversation.
We've been talking with no issue. We was like, all right, you ready to go live? All right, let's go. Yep, okay. We go.
So he's out of the chat right now.
Yeah, he just came back. Let's see if it works. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Pudge.
there we go.
You got it?
All right.
All right. Can you turn up the volume on your mic a little bit or no?
Is this a little bit better?
I say because from my end, y'all, I'm
Volume.
Okay.
am I loud and clear to y'all?
Yeah, Drew,
Oh
you
yeah,
good.
you
All right,
perfect.
cool.
Drew.
All right, bet him up. All right, everybody's
Yeah, now
good.
we good.
All right, so we're here for a special occasion today. We don't have time to do the week in review, even though there's a lot of shit that I want to talk about with Gene Hackman. So much shit, but I ain't gonna do it today. I'm not doing it
how
today.
they found, buddy. That was
Not today, but
yeah.
we're here for a specific reason today. So I had to boot the females off. Today because we here to ask the question: who are the 10 baddest actresses of the 90s? We're talking movies and we're talking TV shows. All right, so we broke it down. We compiled the list, and we have a list of the top 10 90s movies and TV actresses. See, a lot of people when these look, I'm gonna tell you, and y'all on here too. I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people are thinking, y'all thinking like full career, like when you say somebody like a certain person, I'm not gonna say her name, but Drew knows who I'm talking about because Drew's heavy on her. You're thinking about full like to today. And if it was to today, I would be agreeing with you. But we're just talking about the 90s and specifically. So it's not that full body.
No, that makes sense. And I was telling you earlier that this was difficult because there were so many fine ass women in the 90s, but also you have to cross over to musicians that were on TV or in movies. But then I'm like, all right, I had a couple of mine that I wanted to add, but I'm like, you know what? Let me just strictly stick with just movies and television instead of going outside the bubble. You know what I'm saying?
I'm almost willing to bet that we have a couple that's going to be on the list that played dual roles early on, but we may have just put them in the entertainment category as opposed to them being a dual threat.
Right.
All right.
I'm pretty sure that we all have a wild card that each of us didn't pick.
And we'll go over that. We'll go over that later if we have time to run over. But let's start with our honorable mentions. So this isn't one of mine, but I understand her being in there, because she deserves to be in there, but she's not one of mine. But we're gonna start it with Miss. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Where she is.
Wow.
Yeah, I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Wow.
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
I get it. It's just.
I mean, come on.
I'll let y'all speak on it because it ain't my cup of tea. But
that was one of my honorable mentions. I loved her when she played on Can't Hardly Wait. Of course, I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Right.
And she was co-guest star on this show that used to come on Fox called Party of Five. And man, I was like, the last. She just cold, man. And like
the last time she was fired too, bro.
I didn't pick a lot of snow bunnies, but she's definitely one of the top ones, like baddest to me of all time.
Yeah.
This circa 90, 98, 99.
Y'all saying of all time. So yeah, I agree. So I mean, I'll give it to you. Give it to her. Again, I know why y'all picked her. She's not on mine, especially not. And this is one of those things where you go, especially later on in life, she's definitely not. So but since we're just talking 90s, I'm not mad at y'all putting her on this.
Yeah, I was gonna say for me, just like Ciroc said, Can't Hardly Wait, Party of Five, and of course, I Know What You Did Last Summer. All the movies she was in. So, I mean, she was in some other stuff too, as like the 90s and the 2000s. But like those were the three marks that was like, all right, people knew who she was, and yeah, like I said, she like I said, I picked out I think 2 or 3 white women on my list, but she's definitely a worthy candidate for sure. So
look, this show is an equal opportunity. You know what I'm saying? There's a plethora of racists in this list. So first and foremost, like let's not act like this is just full of black women. I mean, there's a lot of black women.
No,
there's more. All right, let's move on because these are just honorable mentions. We ain't gonna be on them all day.
Yeah.
The next one. Hey man, honestly, before I put her on here, no, I'm gonna put her up here right now. I'm put her up here right now. Honestly, if it wasn't crazy, hold on. If it wasn't for everybody's favorite at number 10, if we're just talking 90s, she deserves to be in the top 10.
You're right.
So me
now.
No.
Go ahead. Also. Hey, everybody remember, hold on, pause, because I'm the referee. Remember, if we're all talking, don't nobody know what the fuck we're saying. So one at a time. Go ahead, Pudge.
Okay, for me, everybody fell in love with Jason's lyric, Jada Pinkett Smith.
Absolutely.
That was the last time she was low key saying, like, yeah, you know what? I'll take her to the crib to my OG.
Jason's lyric, Jada Pinkett, is probably was the only time I thought, like, okay, I'm feeling Jada Pinkett. Like, she's just never been my cup of tea like that.
That's what I say the same thing. I say the same exact thing, sir. The same.
Y'all didn't think she was cold on Different World?
No,
she was.
She was an honorable mention on my list too. She wasn't in my top 10. I was just asking.
Yeah, me too. She was home. She was homie on Different World. Like if I needed the study buddy to go past the test and shit, maybe. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna call Shorty up.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan. Go ahead, Drew.
No, I was gonna say for me, I first discovered her on A Low Down Dirty Shame. So that's a movie that a lot of people don't talk about. That was my first entry into the Jason world.
Drew,
and then it was Set It Off, and then it was Jason Lewis.
Okay, right.
I like Different World. I wasn't like I watched
Menace to Society, right?
Yeah, Menace to Society. So like for me, Jada in the 90s to me was the underrated version of America's Sweetheart, in my opinion, because everybody's like, oh, Julia Roberts. Okay, cool. But to me, if she wasn't in the picture, I would insert Jada in that American Sweethearts category.
Right.
I mean, she was everybody's favorite, no matter even if she wasn't like your type, you could like push it. You could like, you know what? I'll talk to Shorty. I heard her.
Yeah, facts.
Thing, but nah, for me, it was a low down dirty shame is when I first discovered about her.
All right, moving on because we still on honorable mentions. But yeah, I get it. You know, can't nobody stand it now. But back then, you gotta give Jada her props. Now, this third one here. Hold on a second, because I got y'all doing your thing. Hold on. After Jada, Miss Kelly Kapowski.
Okay.
Tiffany Thiessen. Now look. Okay. Before y'all talk about her, I want to do one thing before y'all talk about Tiffany Thiessen, because everybody goes Saved by the Bell. When you talk about Tiffany Thiessen, so there's Kelly Kapowski, there's Lark Voorhees, what's her name? Lisa Turtle.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Kelly Kapowski, I don't care nothing about Saved by the Bell. I'm talking Melrose Place Valerie.
Wow.
Melrose Place Valerie. Tiffany Thiessen.
I completely forgot about that show because she's on Beverly Hills 90210 too.
Facts.
She was on all the 90s.
Yes, because it's a spinoff. It's a spinoff.
Hey, and it was this hairdo right here too.
She was the bad guy.
With her.
Yeah.
She was
the villain.
And you was like, wow, Kelly done grown old up.
Right.
She grown old
up. Build out.
Right. Right. Kelly got yams.
Okay. All right, everybody.
What happened to her? What happened to Shorty though? The other one.
Who?
We forgot about Shorty, the other one that was on Saved by the Bell. That around this time she did striptease.
You talking about Elizabeth's birthday or whatever?
Showgirls? Old Girl?
Showgirls, that was the name of it. Showgirls. Right, I said striptease. Showgirls, you're absolutely correct.
She grew up too. Like after that show, she got into like adult, like her adult.
Yeah, because that was her little spin. That was her little spin from the bubble gum on a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it used to be a little uproar about that. Like, wow, she go from Saturday to bam, she hit him with that. They was like, whoa.
Where am I? All right, we gonna do something. We gonna bag out for a second because I think this is fucking ridiculous. The next person, so we gonna do something we ain't never done before. I'm going to bag you out, Drew. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, Cirque Money. Hold on a second. Boom, and then Pudge. Yo. I'm about to let you have it, boy. You got 3 minutes. We're gonna call it Pudge's Place. Because I'm getting up out of here and you about to talk about your last honorable mention of the day. Let me get out of the way.
Here we go. We're going to hit it with Pudge's Place. Last honorable mention. See, then he going to leave me by myself. Wow. This was greatness at its finest in 99, 2000. If you doubt me, say you're lying. You know you're lying. You know you're lying. Pinky was fired. He a dirty. Quinn, you a dirty motherfucker too, boy. But we'll let it rock, though. But there's so many.
Look, I'm coming back. I just want to see because you want to say some crazy. You want to say some crazy ass shit.
Man,
Hold on. I told Pudge to pick movie actresses from movies or TVs, and sure enough, Pudge is going to be the one that picks a damn porn star. I mean, technically, it is a movie.
I was going to say she's technically an actress.
An actress, you got me. You feel me?
All right.
She ain't getting no SAG check.
Man,
I said she part of the union.
Let me take Pinky off the damn screen before we get fined or some shit.
Like that first run, you was like, man, I could. Why couldn't she be my girlfriend? Looking at us.
All right, we going into. We about to go into the top 10 now. We're going into the top 10 with it. I would like to remind y'all, Pudge, can't nobody hear if you talking. The whole time.
What? Bro, I'm with it, man.
Are you though? Are you?
Hey, that's why I raise my hand when I want to speak.
Please.
Hey, I got you.
I was gonna say I'll just stay quiet until you know it's my turn.
All right, we moving on to the next one right now. So now this is top 10. This is nitty gritty of it. And see, you didn't even let me finish my sentence, Pudge. You didn't even let me finish my sentence. You didn't let me finish it. I'm trying. Okay. I bet. I got it. Don't worry. I'll fix it. I shall fix it. You already know what I'm gonna do. Hold on, I gotta get rid of these things on my. I bet. Look, she kept Jada out of the top 10, and I don't give a damn because she has to be in here. And we're talking about Danielle Fisher.
Oh, come on.
Topanga. Topanga. So Alicia, you was asking what a white woman at. We literally starting off the list with a white girl.
Man.
Like, so there it is. Like Topanga in the top 10. Cause you lying if you saying Topanga wasn't one of your first crushes. Hey Drew, you go first, Drew.
This is a hot take. Topanga wasn't my favorite. I'm sorry. She just was. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying she's not attractive. Right. I'm not saying that at all. But I was watching Boys World. Okay, cool. It was a cool show. Again, I was more on the Kelly Kapowski, Lisa Turtle bandwagon for the most part. When it came down to the 90s show.
That's fair.
Topanga's cool, but she just wasn't my flavor. So that's my 2 cents about Miss Topanga. So
that's ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Go ahead, see.
You know why I love Topanga? Because Topanga was that girl that sat next to you in math or English class that you always ignored, and then one day she just wore the right pair of Levi's jeans.
So I don't mean to interrupt. Hey, Quinn, could you remove the pinky?
Yeah. It's on your face. My bad. Let's get the pinky off your face. My bad. Thank you, my boy.
What's up with that, dog?
He said, "Can you take the pinky off my face?"
Yeah.
There we go.
See that girl that we ignored in class probably freshman year and sophomore year, and then junior year, you look and be thinking like,
"You're right. You're right. You're right."
Hell, like she's that motherfucker stacked.
Go ahead, Pudge. Because you did good. I'm proud of you. Go ahead. What's up?
You took the words right out of my mouth because that's exactly what I was going to say. You rode on the bus with her. You know what I'm saying? You see a freshman, sophomore, junior year. You don't know what happened to her at the end of junior year. She went down south for the summer, come back senior year, because that's exactly how it was on the show. When she started getting older, Topanga fell out. I mean, she filled out. And he was like, damn, she thick as hell. And that's about when the show was about to end. And then at that time, by that time, bro, everybody was like, I'm sure everybody was like, bro, I just know, dude, a dude got to be cracking shorty. For real, because you see Topanga, he was like, wow, okay. She came back in that third or fourth season, bro. You was like, yeah, this was to watch.
Yeah, she
You wasn't even watching it for you didn't watch it for anything else, bro.
Everybody knows that. I think Topanga was a lot of people crushes because there was a real Topanga in real life. That was this cold ass white girl that for some odd reason, like she didn't act hood or no shit, but she had some hood tendencies to her.
Right.
And it was like, wait, what? Why are you listening to Tupac? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Topanga. I'm sorry, Topanga. I'm standing on it that she booted Jada out because it's Topanga shit. So fuck it.
You was lying talking about you listening to Limp Bizkit just to kick it with her.
Right.
That was good.
You was lying to yourself.
All right. Next one on the list. We know her.
Yes.
Is it Maya or Mia? It's Maya, right?
I've always said Maya.
Maya Campbell. I gotta say, it's Maya Campbell. Maya Campbell is, again, we just talking 90s. We just talking 90s because if you go past the 90s, then she's not on this list. But 90s in the house with LL Cool J,
we was all in the house.
I am, and I'm gonna say it. Nope, I'm not gonna say it because I thought about it. I think she can beat the next one. No, I take that back. She's exactly where she's supposed to be. I'm taking it back. Go ahead, Pudge. What you got?
I just think she in the 90s when it comes to her, she kind of got typecast. So she fell into a list of a lot of other actresses that that had the same look, the same size, and then I just feel that it was a lot of competition for black actresses in that particular, you know what I'm saying, in that little space, like her size, that would have been like damn, what's Shorty from she just married Lee Major's boy.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
she was married to the pastor.
Which pastor? Like
Megan Good?
Megan Good,
oh,
exactly.
Megan Good.
It was a lot like in that whole little space, like them was like they was going out for roles. I can just imagine, you know what I'm saying? It's a 30, 40 of them, and then it was like it came down to nepotism in certain instances where it's like, you know what, I'll take you.
Mike Campbell was one of the first video vixens.
That's see, that was again. I was thinking that too because I was saying that was going to be the trend. That was the transition.
I didn't know she was.
You couldn't get an acting job. You went to the videos.
But that's probably why she crashed out so early, because that stardom that she had out the gate, probably did it. All right, moving on. A lot of people ain't feeling her now, but you gotta throw her on the list for at the time period where she was at. So we gonna move on. Move on.
What number? This is what, 7?
This is, I'm not even counting. I'm just going down. I don't even know what number this is. Hold on. Where's she at? She's 8.
8. Okay. Stacey Dash. Yeah, you're right. Like in today's time, or recent memory, she's not everybody's cup of tea, but I would say she was probably my first legit light skin crush. Not today.
Stacey Dash ain't light skin. She light skin now.
She's light skin. She's kind of light skin back in the day, in my opinion.
She caramel. She caramel skin.
She's caramel. Yeah, she's
butterscotch.
I think that the term that they used was paper sack.
Paper sack.
Paper sack.
No. Stacey Dash in Clueless was definitely in high ranking for sure.
Nah. Yo, Drew.
What's up?
My man. You know she was bad in More Money.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's when I fell in love with it and More Money.
You know what? You're right. No, More Money. She was bad in that too. But Clueless Stacey Dash, she's a hard night for a lot of women. She's a hard night for a lot of women. So for me, More Money, she was cool, but Clueless was. Then after that, of course, she lost her fucking marbles, and that was that. So,
but you know what? Though, in Clueless, it was like she was kind of preppy, but she was still kind of niggerish though, which was kind of funny.
I forgot her name in Clueless. I forgot what her damn name was in Clueless. Clueless was a good stupid movie. I enjoyed Clueless.
Like Alyssa Silverstone, ain't that what the shorty name was?
Alyssa.
Yeah, and our boy Ant-Man's in the movie too.
Ant-Man's in the movie, and he looks the same damn age.
He still looks the same.
Vampire.
Yeah, he's drinking baby blood.
Moving on. All right, this next one. Now, look, listen. There's gonna be some static because this person is number what we on right now?
7.
So this person will be number 7 on this list. Wait, did I do that right? Hold on, I might be wrong. No, I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. There's gonna be some static where this person is on this list, but you gotta remember where she was at in the 90s. Don't think about current version of her or 2000 or the 2010s version. We're only talking right now. As I'm telling you, the rest of this list is about to get thick. So you got to remember where everybody was.
Okay.
So next person up on the list.
Oh, that makes sense.
Nia Long.
And this picture too is the essence of 90s.
All the pictures I picked are 90s pictures. I did that for a reason, because I don't want y'all to look at these people like they are now.
Well, here's the thing, Quinn, about Nia Long now. She's still bad now.
That's why I'm not picking her now. If you have me picking Nia Long now, she's probably number 1 to me. But right now she's number 7 or number 8 or wherever she is, because nobody's checking for Nia. You gotta remember, Nia Long only had Friday in that couple episodes of Fresh Prince in the night.
She was in The Best Man too.
But then she was in The Best Man, bro.
She ain't above everybody else that's on this list.
You said Friday. What about Boys in the Hood?
She ain't above everybody else is on this list. You only thinking niggerish on this thing. We thinking worldwide, baby. Like you got to think international. Ain't nobody in Japan know who Nia Long was in 1995.
Quinn does
she go to Japan in 95. Somebody taking her to the crib, bro. She ain't getting.
But they still won't know what she is. They just think she's El Negro.
You know what? Quinn doesn't have a point because this list, I got a feeling there's gonna be some international flavor.
It's gonna have to be.
On my list, I put some international flavor on mine. So if I know who I think he's talking about, there's gonna be some challenges ahead.
You can't look again. There's no hate to Nia Long. We just talking about where she was in the 90s with it.
Right.
And where she was with the 90s, this is where Nia Long needs to fall into this situation. Who is doing all that banging? Oh, it's Pudge. I can see him. All right,
so who's number 6 now?
Let me take Nia off the you know what? I'm glad that I got through that because I was a little worried to bring that up to y'all because I thought I was gonna get attacked for Nia Long being 7th or whatever she is. What was she? Hold on, 1.
No, she didn't make the list. That's
4.
A different conversation.
She's 6. 6 is cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wait, was that 7 or 6?
That was 7.
That was 7. Okay, so this is 6 coming up. All right.
This is 6. All right. Let me get it. Let me download but like I said, Nia Long, it will be arguably number 1 if we're talking today. I'm gonna wait till Pudge stop building the DeLorean in the background.
Can y'all still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. What
is he doing? Look at him. There you go. That's him.
All right.
Are you starting a carburetor in the background? What are you doing?
My dog drinking water, bro.
His dog drinking. All right. Well, why your dog drinking water? Look, this ain't a normal Pudge mute. I'm just gonna mute you while your dog doing that, and I'm pulling up the next one.
I'm muted.
I already got you. It's okay. You stop. Okay, thank you. So, look at the quietness. That's great. It's so quiet. All right, we moving on to the next one. All right, this next one, like you said, Drew, was going to be some international. Like Alicia tried to say, where the white woman. This list is international. We have everybody on here.
All flavors.
So, the next one up is Miss Selma Hayek.
Oh my goodness gracious!
From Dusk Till Dawn.
So hard, Desperado.
Let me say my 2 cents.
Go ahead.
That scene from Dusk Till Dawn. Good movie, by the way.
Yeah,
great movie.
That dancing scene was to the point where it was live on TV, and I knew it was live on TV. I was trying to rewind back to that scene. That's how that scene was. I couldn't rewind because it was live, but that's how impactful that scene was. And I'm gonna leave my other comments on the side because I don't want us to get booted out. But yeah, Miss Salma Hayek then, and even in some other movies, is still up there. She's very high ranking.
Go ahead, C.
Oh, first time I seen Desperado, I was just thinking like, God damn, like something that bad walking around, like that's real life. I can't wait to get older and get some money. That's when I first was like, I need to get money because I need to get something like that.
I need to get a passport too.
Man, passport bros, sign me up.
Hey, and look, and Selma Hayek is kind of like the same situation that we talking about with Nia Long. Selma Hayek, if you talking about today, I'm moving Selma Hayek up further than what she is right now on this list.
Right. Like, dead or alive, bro.
Like Selma Hayek is, I mean, what is Selma Hayek? I mean, period.
This puts you in a time. This gives you a time where it was natural beauty, no BBL,
no enhancements,
right?
Yeah,
right.
Totally agree.
Right. You come into, I can just imagine even when they cast and they was like, bro, this chick is fire. Antonio, who you think? No, we're gonna take her.
We're gonna take her.
But she hadn't made up. No, we're gonna take her. She looked like she from where we at anyway. We're gonna take her. Yeah. But you haven't read them. No. Hey, just trust me on this one. We're gonna take her.
Right. She's gonna remember her lines.
Yeah, we got it. Don't even worry about it.
All right. So now y'all understand why we had to do what we had to do.
Definitely.
I get it.
Why we had to do what we had to do in those situations.
I get it.
I just want to first and foremost, I want to thank everybody for checking. First and foremost, now we at we're top five. Top five?
Yeah, we should be.
We're at top five, and I want to thank everybody for checking in to the I Snuck In Here podcast. I'm gonna give y'all a little mid-show thank you. But I feel the need that I just kicked myself out. I'm so used to kicking Pudge out. I can kick myself out. Look, I need to go solo for a second, if that's okay with y'all. Can I have it? Can I have it?
Put us on mute.
Let me put stuff on mute because I gotta have this. Let me tell y'all something. It's Quinn here. How y'all doing? When I tell y'all, I thought I was gonna marry this woman. I thought it was already set up. I mean, the guys from above had already placed this in my spirit and in my soul. But I'm gonna bring up on the screen with me because she belongs to me first.
With me.
Damn it, y'all came back. Fuck y'all. God damn it. I'm mad now.
Okay.
Vanessa Williams. She already got my last name.
Listen, I understand the wedding plans now. I understand.
She already got my last name. Like, you couldn't tell me shit. And we talking about before the acting. I'm talking about when she was just singing. I can call my mama right now. You lucky she probably watching some soaps or some shit, but I can call my mama right now and say, who did I want to marry as a kid? She gonna tell y'all Vanessa Williams. Vanessa Williams, I don't know what it was. I mean, she's Miss America, but that was my go-to right there. I'm gonna let y'all speak on it. I just had to get mine out the way because this one was mine. Go ahead.
Quinn, I think I can remember watching the Miss America pageant with my grandmother, bro.
Okay. And
when she won, I was like, who is that?
Who is that?
Who is that? Green eyes, bro. Come on, fam. I ain't never seen that type of that kind of light skin in my life.
She's a unicorn, my boy. Like, who is Vanessa? Like, I ain't never seen no shit. Like, I'm talking about as a kid. Like, I'm not even supposed to be thinking like this, but I ain't never seen nothing like Vanessa Williams in my life. You got to think about it. I'm on the west side of Chicago. So first off, these creatures didn't exist there. So when I saw this, I'm like, what is she? Like, she ain't white. She ain't black. Like, what the fuck is she in the first place? She's probably the first mixed person I've ever seen in my life.
Man.
So I didn't even know how to describe her.
I know in Soul Food and in Hoodlum, I don't think I can think of Soul Food is how this nigga Miles gonna cheat on her.
You know what I didn't like about Soul Food though? They dressed her down. They put that little bob haircut shit on her. They tried to make her look like they tried to make her auntie. And I'm like, that ain't it. That ain't it.
She was still fine as selling Soul Food.
Yeah, that was auntie before auntie was a term.
Yeah, I didn't like how they did her. I didn't like how they did her. But you know what? That episode of Fresh Prince where she's the sports agent and they stuck in a limo and she having a baby,
right?
And Will trying to flirt with her. I don't know. I would have been a stepdaddy.
No, I think Soul Food did her justice. She was a rich auntie.
No, I mean, I way.
I'm not saying she was ugly or nothing like that, but I just felt like, but you know, she was the uppity one. She was the. That's why bro took the cousin down. And then
Terry was on bush.
Hey, and you know what I think about what was funny about New Jack City. New Jack City got the great value I'll Be Sure and the great value Vanessa Williams because there's two actors that it's Christopher Williams or whatever they're supposed to be. That's pretty much I'll Be Sure, and then you had the other chick that clearly was supposed to be Vanessa Williams.
Hey, listen, she wasn't that bad on the eyes either.
She wasn't.
She wasn't, but she wasn't Vanessa Williams.
Well, she wasn't as famous as her. Like Vanessa
she wasn't Vanessa Williams, sir. She wasn't Vanessa Williams.
What's the line though?
All right, moving on. We are in the top four.
Yeah,
the top four. Top 4. So we get into the nitty gritty about it. So listen, we talking 90s.
You want to do a rundown of what we went past?
Hey, we're talking 90s. Okay.
Know where you going?
Okay, man.
Yeah.
Where are you going with this?
No, I don't think you know where I'm going. See, I don't think you know where I'm going. See, but we're talking 90s. Okay.
I know where you going.
So this version of this woman in the 90s, me thinking about it, I almost want to rank her higher. But since we're talking actresses, and that's the main criteria, I can't. But
Can I guess?
Hold on. You want to guess?
Yeah.
No, you're going to be wrong.
Yeah, if I'm gonna be wrong, let me guess.
All right, guess.
Rosie Perez.
Ooh.
Nope.
No, that's a good guess, though.
Hold on. And that is a great guess. And I love
Great
Rosie Perez. And if we
Yeah.
was doing like top 80 to 90s, to early 90s, I would have threw Rosie Perez in there. I would have did, but it's not. So here you go. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm hitting it to the stage.
Yes.
It's hard to beat 90s Janet Jackson.
Totally agree. No.
Poetic Justice.
I was gonna say that.
This is vintage Janet.
No, I was gonna say Poetic Justice Janice with the dreads and the hat. Yeah, again, another hard night for a lot of women. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, fellas, so correct me if I'm wrong, that was her first movie, wasn't it?
Hold on 1 second. Hold on, let me pause because we got chat interaction. Hillary Banks, yes, that was Hillary Banks. Shamara was my was one of my honorable mentions, but I couldn't fit her in. But I definitely would have had Hillary Banks in there. Carlos, yeah, C is bogus for that.
For what?
Yeah. Don't calm down, killer. Calm down. This is just the people speaking. This is just the people speaking.
Hey, why Carlos getting on?
Hey, wait,
like
is
that?
Vanessa? Hold on, I need somebody to fact check this. Hey, C, Google this shit. Is Vanessa Williams not mixed?
I don't think she is.
Are you serious?
She
That ain't
Creole. They don't make them that color up north, bro.
I was gonna say, like,
Yeah,
Ain't no way Vanessa Williams not mixed. Ain't no way.
Creole.
I need somebody to fact check.
I'm on it right now.
I was
I
gonna
need
say,
someone to fact check.
I think she got some nationalities in her.
Yeah, she got a
Ain't no way she's just black. Ain't no way.
Yeah, they don't come out like that.
But no, Quinn, I was saying, Poet Justice to me, correct me if I'm wrong, was that Janet Jackson's first movie?
No, sir. She's been an actress.
No, she's been an actress.
What was it? Her first movie? Wait, that's a good question.
Movie.
That's her first movie.
Yeah, that might be her.
She
first
was on
movie.
TV prior, but her first movie, I think, was Poetic Justice.
So, Drew, this was the one. This is who I was talking about when I said it's going to be entertainment and acting. This is the one.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna tell you, for me, it was Penny.
Oh yeah, Penny. Yeah, she's always been an actress. That's why she gets higher on the list credits. That's why I'm giving her. That's why I'm giving her actress credits.
That Pleasure Principle video.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but we ain't. If we're talking about sex appeal, Baddest, the Velvet Rope is Janet in her prime.
I ain't had Janet.
I went to that concert, bro.
You went to the Velvet Rope concert?
Yes, sir.
You get a signed shirt? You look like a nigga that got a signed shirt.
Hey, listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the show, there was a portion of the show where she had like a throne type velvet chair with all the everything going, and then she would bring a person, a male person, out of the crowd to do the whole little. You couldn't touch her.
Yeah,
but she go and do the whole one. She do the whole lap dance joint.
Yeah, no, I've seen what you're talking about, Pudge. I've seen clips.
I'm gonna say, can we
listen to me? I ended up working with the person the person that was at my show that they did that to, and just to say he was a part of the community.
He was happy.
Gee, when I tell you, I was like, bro, like he pitching everything to prove. I'm like, that was you, bro. He was like, gee, when the mom told me, he broke out in tears, bro. I was like, what?
I bet he did. Look. You Look,
Gee, she was gonna sit on something. That would have been
somehow Janet Jackson looks like Michael Jackson, but doesn't look like Michael Jackson, and it's weird.
Oh God,
it's something weird that Janet Jackson looks like Michael Jackson, but doesn't look like Michael Jackson. And that's why Kanye got that verse that says she got a light skinned friend that looks like Michael Jackson, got a dark skinned friend that looks like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, no, she looked like Joseph.
I was gonna say you can tell they siblings.
All right, bet them up. Look, I know we want to talk about Janet all day. You know,
understood. Vanessa Williams' great grandparents are
German.
Hold on. Be quiet. Hold on. C has dug into it. I want to know what Vanessa Williams is. Tell me.
Her great grandparents are Welsh and English or British.
I knew it. Knew it. Thank you. Hold on. Let me go back to the chat so I can talk some shit. Don't ever try to check me on my own show talking about I know she mixed. Quit playing with me. Like, look exactly. Don't talk all this shit. Like I don't know a mixed girl when I see one. I wish there was some. I wish Vanessa would look. I would have gave $1,000 a vegetable.
How far you have to go back, sir?
Just the grandparents.
You said grandparents.
Wait, did you say great or grand?
I said great grandparents.
I was gonna say. I'm gonna come back to this. I'm gonna come back to this next week. Because I'm gonna dig deep into this because I should know more. So I need to know more. I will know more. We're moving on from Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson.
All right, bet them up. All right, are we in the top 3? So we need to think about. I told you there's a reason why Nia couldn't make this list that deep in there. All right, moving on. Next person. Look,
3.
This poster was on my wall.
Oh boy,
I ain't gonna lie. This poster was on my fucking wall. Real Talk Records. This poster was on my wall.
Yes.
Oh man, gone man.
No.
This poster was on the wall. You lying? See, you lying?
No.
Quinn. I think I might be kind of on the Surf Money.
Quinn, pass me the rock.
Hey, you got it, Drew. You got it. Go ahead.
Drew, go ahead for the alley.
This poster and plenty other pictures of her was on my wall too. No. How Quinn felt about Vanessa Williams in the 90s?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to marry J-Lo one day. And I told my mom that, but she laughed in my face. That's besides the point. That's how I felt about J-Lo back in the day. I said, I'm going to marry this very talented and drop dead gorgeous woman. J-Lo for me in the 90s was...
Let me take it since Pudge and C are not on this train.
Yeah, let me go ahead though.
All right. Let me take it first, and then I'll hand it to you, Pudge. All right.
Yes, sir.
I remember when the movie Money Train came out with Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson.
Yeah,
and the White Man Can't Jump reunited.
Right.
And this is a true story. I don't care what y'all said because it was freshman year. I remember what year it was. It wasn't freshman year. It was sophomore year. It was sophomore year. And I'm going to sound stupid as hell when I say this, but this is a true story. I saw that and I was like, I ain't never seen a black girl look like that. I didn't know what the fuck a Puerto Rican was. I just thought she was a light-skinned black girl. I was like, that's an interesting looking black girl. I don't know. It's something about it. I've never seen it. It intrigues me. And I swear to God, I didn't know what a Puerto Rican was until I saw Jennifer Lopez. Even though Rosie Perez is Puerto Rican, right? Puerto Rican? It didn't compute with me. Yeah. It didn't compute with me. I don't think I was old enough yet to like attach on to Rosie Perez. Like, if you ask me now about Rosie Perez, cool. But like back then, I was too young to care about Rosie Perez. But when I was getting into my adolescence and that popped up on Money Train, I'm like, what the fuck is that? That's something different.
Okay, now if you would have said Baddest 2000s, like the chicks of the 2000s,
yeah,
I would have been like, I would have been on it all day.
On the Six came out in the 90s.
Yeah, that was 90, man.
Also Selena and Out of Sight.
I got you on that one also, Drew. Just for me, if you would have been like 2000s, I would have been like J-Lo all day because yes, she had some movies in the 90s, but during the 2000s, that's when she was really on her run. And that's in my opinion. That's me.
Hold on. Actually, now that you said, see, I'm a reasonable man. Now that you say that out loud, and I'm thinking about it, what was on my wall was this picture, which was just her album. This is before, I think this is before she's J-Lo, right? She's not J-Lo to the world yet. She's not the international movie star. So based off what you're saying to me, yes, I can look, I'll amend the list. You know what? I'm gonna amend the list. I'm gonna slide everybody down.
But she was,
and I'm gonna hold on, Drew. I'm gonna slide everybody down. I'm gonna take J-Lo off this list because you're right. She should be in the 2000s. I agree because she that's when she was dating Ben Affleck for the first time, and that's when she got Diddy and all that shit. I'm gonna take her off this list. We're gonna slide everybody down. I'm gonna add Jada to the number 10. And
I'd rather you keep Jennifer. I'd rather you keep J-Lo.
Yeah,
you can't look. If I'm getting rid of J-Lo, I gotta add Jada.
Keep J-Lo. Don't add Jada.
No, I was gonna say because J-Lo was technically an actress in the 90s. Selena, Out of Sight, Money Train.
Oh wait, when did Selena come out?
95.
95.
Oh,
no, I'm sorry. It was 97. It's 2 years after the.
Are you sure?
Wait, so you said Selena and Money Train came out in the 90s?
Yeah.
Yes.
And on the 6 came out in the 90s.
Yeah.
I take my apology back. I ain't moving shit.
Because that's what's all the footwork from Selena is what pushed the album, bro, because they thought she could really sing.
I'm not, you know what? I tried to be humble. I take it back. Fuck you, see. J-Lo stays where she's at.
But I got two things.
Yeah. You got it, Pudge. Go ahead.
Cirque Money. When he said a poster, just now this is just between me and you. Now are we I think we on the same page when he said a poster. Now, were you thinking by any chance Lil' Kim?
Yes.
We're talking about actresses, though.
No. But I'm just this was kind of
Lil' Kim straddling the bear rug was on my wall too.
No. But what I'm saying is, when you said poster, being Cirque Money looked up like how I'm like, how did she get on the list? But again, I just wanted to make sure we was on the same page.
All right, cool. Check it. All right, so we about to move. We about to move on. I'm taking because we're at the bottom 2. So before I do the bottom 2. Let me take J-Lo off of here. Let me take J-Lo off of here, gentlemen. Hold on. Anybody got a cup?
Hold on.
The bottom 2. All right. Oh, yeah. Go get your cup, Drew. Hurry up. We at the end of the show. I want to make sure it go like Gadget. Let him up. Get your water, Drew. I appreciate you so much. Get your water, my boy. Hey, where did I put my pictures at? Damn. Listen. I want to go around the horn and see if who y'all think number 1 and number 2. No, don't say number 1. Who y'all think number 2 is? I'm not gonna say if y'all right or wrong.
Number 2 for me.
Number 2. Oh, jeez, Louise.
I'm gonna say this with a stretch because she could be number 1, but I'm not gonna be mad if she's number 2. I'm gonna say Halle Berry.
All right, who you got? C?
Wow,
Halle Berry.
Okay, who you got? Pudge.
I'm gonna tell you, my list is off, bro. So, my number 2 was Sanaa Lathan, bro.
Okay, so pause. Let me pause.
That's a good
I love
choice.
that you said that. I love you said that because see, you had it on your list too.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. But remember, think 90s. Sanaa was still cooking. She was still in the oven. So
was J-Lo.
No.
Hold
on, pause. Hold on, pause. The question: who's the baddest? I'm talking about you're not. There's no way in Hades.
I think I might be cussed with that.
There's no way in Hades you taking a young Sanaa over J-Lo at that moment. You're
Absolutely
not doing it. You're not doing it.
Absolutely not.
Shit, I am.
You taking young Sanaa? Have you watched Love and Basketball? She's not fine in Love and Basketball.
I don't know what you esteemed gentlemen may do, but for me in particular, I will be taking Sanaa Lathan in the 90s over J-Lo in the 90s.
Give me Out of Sight. Give me Selena. Give me all that over.
Okay, hold on. Give me Best Man. Give me Blade. Give me The Wood. These are all movies Sanaa Lathan was in the 90s.
She was still cooking. She was still in the
oven.
She was
cooking in my heart and in my loins. Okay?
Look. So now Lathan is fire. I'm not hating on Sanaa Lathan at all. I'm just saying she wasn't ready yet. She wasn't ready.
Gee, the only thing I don't like about her is she got the midget thumb. Gee, I just don't like that shit.
What did you just say? She got the what?
She got the little person thumb,
bro.
Little person.
Yeah, gee, that shit that weirds me out, man.
Oh my god.
That's like I'm like, don't touch me.
So hold on, everybody, hold on. So if Sanaa Lathan walked up to you, Pudge, you'd be like, nah, I can't do it.
Gee,
you got the midget.
I can't. Don't. I
believe
we're gonna have to hug. Don't shake my hand.
I believe him.
God,
I'm being honest, bro. I'm being honest, man.
Hold on. We got some honorable mentions. Whitney Houston, yeah, she was but was she bad though? Does anybody think Whitney Houston was bad? She wasn't bad. She was a megastar, but she wasn't a baddie. And then we got Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett is. I'm taking Angela Bassett now.
Right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take 70-year-old Angela over 40-year-old Angela.
You ain't. What about?
I'm taking Auntie Angela. Wayne's Exhale. She wasn't the baddest in Wayne's Exhale. She wasn't the baddest.
No, she wasn't cold.
She wasn't cold. She didn't have her stylist yet.
Sometimes you have to put that bottle of wine back in the cellar because it don't have enough dust on it. You need that wine bottle to get a little bit more dust.
What's love got to do with it?
Okay, Tina Turner, and yeah, I'll give her that.
But she's still what? No, she's not. All right, look. Okay, this conversation for another day. Let's go to the top two. Let's go to the top two.
Malcolm X.
Because based on my time,
are you talking about Betty Shabazz is fine? Is that what we're saying?
Shame on you.
Shame on you for trying to look at Miss Betty Shabazz like that.
I was gonna take a reach and say Boys in the Hood, but she was a demon in Boys in the Hood. She dropped Trey off and then think she about.
Hey, what about Vampire in Brooklyn? She's still not there yet.
That's an underrated movie.
Some people need to stay in the oven longer. Okay,
I need some more dust.
Some people need to stay in the oven longer. Shit, can I move on to the top two? I can.
Based on my time, we got 12 more minutes.
Thank you, Drew. Clock me, please. Please clock me. All right. Look. Now, the number two in some eyes could have been number one. If we talking about all-star power, I don't know too many motherfuckers that had as much power for this, but it was all based on one little scandal. Okay. So look, this
on my list.
Listen, Linda. Linda. Ain't too many people topping Pam Anderson as the sex symbol of the 90s.
Not at all. My list. She was in my top.
Number two is Pamela Anderson Lee, because she was Lee at that time.
I got a name for you. I got a name that, in terms of the 90s sex symbol white chick, I got a name for you that can maybe give her a run for her money. Was Anna Nicole Smith.
But that was 2000s when she blew up.
No.
She was the reality TV queen.
In the 90s.
Can I say that real quick to Drew? Anna Nicole Smith was like Bizarro to.
She's Bizarro. Yeah. She's Bizarro. But no. That's a perfect. See, that's a perfect example. Anna Nicole Smith is Bizarro Pamela Anderson.
But I'm saying in terms of that 90s. Crazy but yet sexy white chick.
So hold on. Let me give you my reason why she's number two.
Those two were it.
Baywatch is one of the biggest shows of all time, like ever.
Of course,
Baywatch is one of the big. So you got the biggest show of all time, and then she is the sex symbol of that show. Right?
It might be the biggest show in the 90s.
Hold on, and then Pamela Anderson is the reason that we're on the internet right now. True. Pamela Anderson is the first sex scandal that people are buying videotapes and what. Look, this is the first time we saw a celebrity get down, and it happened to be one of the biggest sex symbols of all time. Pamela Anderson in the 90s, because of that reason, is untouchable. Pudge, thank you for putting your hand up. I appreciate you so much, brother. Go ahead and say what you got to say.
I don't really wasn't no brothers watching Baywatch, bro.
Shit, I was.
I
wasn't checking for shorty, bro.
Go ahead, Drew.
The show.
Go ahead, Drew. Say that again.
I was gonna say I wasn't like watching it religiously, but I knew of the show. Everybody knew who Pamela Anderson was. I'm not.
Everybody knew. Hold on, because Pamela Anderson had Baywatch. She had Playboy. She had a sex tape. She was the biggest name as far as if we're speaking sex symbol.
I think that sex tape was an accident because I heard that from what
shit wasn't
happened.
Whatever,
but somebody stole that shit and they threw that out there.
Tommy Lee designed all that for it to be out. He was mad about the upcoming divorce.
But I don't think they was that smart back then, bro.
No, Tommy Lee was that smart.
Too. You think so?
Y'all, if y'all look, y'all smoking the same crack that she was back then. If y'all don't think that Pamela Anderson was not a massive name in the 90s.
Yeah, I'm not denying her star power. I'm not denying that.
I don't really check for the blind like
that. Every Sunday, I'm turning to Channel 50 to watch Baywatch. When I was a young man.
I wanted to run through the beach with the red shorts and the little red dinghy thing. I just couldn't fucking swim.
You wanted to do it in slow motion, didn't you, Quinn?
So, wait a minute,
I wanted to do that. They had that one black dude on the show. They had that one token black dude that was David Hasselhoff's best friend.
Right.
I wanted to be. Thank you, man. David Hasselhoff was
David Hasselhoff. Knight Rider. Shit.
So answer me this. You said, or we're saying it was Pamela Anderson or Anna Nicole Smith. Anna Nicole Smith was cold because you didn't ever really see no.
You're thinking the wrong decade, though. You're thinking the wrong decade. She's not the 90s. She's 2000s.
Anna Nicole Smith.
Yes, Anna Nicole Smith didn't blow up, and you got to think about the only reason that Anna Nicole Smith blew up on her guest advertising, like in Times Square.
Right.
But Anna Nicole Smith didn't blow up until she got her reality show. Now we talking about who. And we don't talk about who threw reality shows out. It was Anna Nicole Smith. Go ahead.
Anna Nicole Smith didn't blow up until she blew up. Like,
hey, we gotta we rapping soon and number one owns. You gotta pledge. Go ahead so we can finish.
Anna Nicole Smith, you telling me when you first seen that guest spot, you was like, damn, that's a thick ass white chick. For one. Two, bro, she didn't blow. She didn't really blow.
Are you trying to
she didn't really blow until again? I'm thinking because she wasn't motherfuckers wasn't fucking with her until when they heard her speak, they was like, oh, she's a real country bumpkin.
Hold on. I just want to hear your opinion. Are you trying to tell me that Anna Nicole Smith was a bigger name than Pamela Anderson?
No, we're not saying
I'm talking straight to Pudge right now.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying if it was a Pudge factor to it. I'm just saying, I'd have went with Shorty Thick than Shorty.
Well, hold on. You missed the whole thing. If the question is, I'm saying, who was the bigger name and sex symbol in the 90s? It's clearly Pamela Anderson. Like it's not even a question.
Anna Nicole Smith was the type of female that you could see on Red Shoe Diaries on Cinemax every Saturday at 1 a.m.
Facts.
Look, we moving on because number one deserves the time that she deserves, and damn it, we gonna give it to her.
Man, was a wild horse.
I pulled the picture from the 90s because I'm telling you, this is just the 90s, but we all know who number one is. I mean, we know.
Come on, let me see what
we know who number one is of the 90s. Nobody's touching shit. There's songs made about her. There's songs made about the woman. This is the first crackhead that I was in love with.
Hey, Halle Berry in the 90s. Halle Berry in the 90s was like Jordan from 91 to 93.
Exactly, Drew. Great idea. Great example.
And let's talk about how bad she was, not only in Boomerang, but Strictly Business.
Strictly Business.
Ooh, that's an underrated movie, by the way.
Very underrated.
She was a crackhead in Jungle Fever. You tried to tell. No, hold on. This woman has played a crackhead twice. She played it in Jungle Fever, and then she played it in what's the one when she wanted her son?
Losing Isaiah.
And so 2 times when I was a kid, you tried to tell me this is what a crackhead looks like, and I was like, well, crack might not be that bad.
Before winning an Oscar,
crack might be okay. I mean, if this is what crackheads are looking like, then
she was the type of crackhead. You was like, you know what? I got some shelter for you if you want to. No.
Yeah, I personally like the Boomerang Halle Berry. It was
Boomerang Halle Berry, exactly.
Naive, kind of stupid and kind of slow just a little bit, but she knew what she wanted and knew her worth.
This picture right here, we just watched Boomerang like 2 days ago. Yeah. I can't stand Robin Givens. I'm not gonna say it, but I'm never picking Robin Givens over Halle Berry. It's not young, naive Halle Berry. Quit playing with me.
Yeah, no. Halle was okay. I can dig it. Another mixture, light skin.
Like I said, Halle was Jordan in the 90s.
And let's not front. Like Halle Berry was that black girl that was able to cross over. Like sometimes white people get comfortable with like she was like, oh, I can come over here. She was in the Flintstones. Remember she was in the Flintstone movie?
But she mixed too though.
She was in the Flintstones. She was a Bond girl when she came out the water.
Yep.
She was in John Wick.
Bronson.
She was in what? What you say, Pudge?
She was in John Wick.
She wasn't John Wick. Like
Storm, X-Men. Come on, baby.
She's Storm.
Come on, baby. Rain on me.
Look, Halle Berry is number one.
He said rain on me.
Halle Berry is number one. It's a fact. This is not up for discussion. For the 90s. For the 90s, nobody's touching Halle Berry.
Hey, even in the 2000s, she was still like in her peak prime, run in the 2000s too.
But it wasn't.
She had two primes like Jordan.
Hold on. Wait, say that again, Drew.
She came from David Justice fame. David Justice fame, right?
Pudge, I can't hear Drew, man. Damn.
No, I was gonna say she had two primes like Jordan. She had a prime in the 90s, and she was still up there in the 2000s.
She was still up in the 2000s. Yes, and she's still doing her thing now. She's doing her thing now. Right. But this is where it flips. Now, if you ask me Nia Long or Halle Berry right now, I'm going Nia. I'm going Nia. But in the 90s, you ain't touching Halle Berry.
No,
you're not touching Halle Berry. You're not doing it. Nobody's doing it. Nobody's coming close. Remember, she had that little cameo on CB4.
Oh yeah.
Do you know how much they? Hold on. This is the last story, so I can get off this. Thank you for saying swordfish. Hold on. Hold on. See, this is a true story. I want to see if C remembers it. They paid Halle Berry $20 million to show her boobs in Swordfish, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. This is a true story.
20.
So she had showed her boobs in Swordfish.
Because that was a big deal back then.
Yeah, it was massive because she didn't do nudity.
Right.
I'm driving home from Memphis. I don't know what I was doing in Memphis. I was coming from Memphis. I got family there, and I'm driving home to Chicago. And C calls me on the phone, and he says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm driving home." I said, "What's going on?" He said, "Come to my house right now." I say, what? What's happening? I said, "What's happening?" He's like, "Come to my house." Pudge, shut up. Damn it. I went all the show without telling you to shut up. And I tried my best and I got one. I'm not going to say it again because you're a grown ass man. I don't tell grown ass man to shut up. That one you deserve. Okay. Listen, he don't tell me why to come to his house. And I go to his house and he puts on this movie called Monsters Ball.
Oh,
and God. I'm like, he said, just watch this scene. To this day, you can't tell me that Billy Bob and Halle Berry was not fucking in that scene. She said it make me feel good. And this came out like 6 months after Swordfish.
Wow.
With no promotion, no nothing, and it was the raunchiest shit I ever saw. Go ahead, C. You remember that story?
I remember that vividly. She won the an Oscar for that, right?
She won an Oscar for it. Yeah. So remember Denzel made fun of it. He said I had to be a villain and she had to get fucked to win an Oscar.
Got an Oscar. You had to let a white man papa to get an Oscar.
To get an Oscar, yeah.
It's funny. Kanye made a bar about that Monsters Ball scene.
Hey, listen, if nobody's went and seen Monsters Ball in the recent years, go watch Monsters Ball. I highly recommend it. First of all, it is a good movie. It's got Billy Bob Thornton, it's got Heath Ledger, it's got Halle Berry, it's got Diddy, and he's actually doing good as an acting job. But Monsters Ball is scary, like a good movie. But hey, moving on. That was the list, and I don't this was fun. This was,
yeah.
Wow. Gee, how we forget about Regina King, bro?
Regina King wasn't a sex symbol in the 90s.
Yeah, no.
She wasn't. She's an icon. But we're talking sex symbols. She's not a sex symbol.
No, she's attractive too. Don't get it twisted.
She is, but you're not cracking this top 10.
No.
You're not cracking this top.
You know what? You know who I had in mind that I wanted to add on so bad, but she was more music than movies. You know, she did a couple of movies. I wanted to add Maya.
Okay. Yeah, that's so. If we come back and if we come back and do that's what we gotta do. We gotta come back and do music.
Music, yes.
Because if you do music, you're gonna have Aaliyah on there. You're gonna have Maya on there. You're gonna have like this. We'll do that at another time. Yeah, but hey,
I'm almost thinking we did light skin versus dark skin, bro.
What happened?
I said it almost looked like we did light skin versus dark skin, bro.
We didn't. We had everybody on the black. List. We had white. We had black. We had Puerto Rican. We had Mexican. I don't
everybody know everybody on this list fair skin, bro.
We had everybody. We had. That's a lie.
It is, man.
No, that's a lie. Look at it. That's a lie.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
Neil Long is light skin. Neil Long light skin.
Neil Long, okay.
Mike Campbell light skin. No.
Mike Campbell light skin. Yeah, tell me.
I think Stacey Dash is light skin. I'm sorry.
She's caramel. She's caramel.
Paper sack.
She's caramel.
Yeah.
Vanessa Williams, Johnny Jackson. Well, Johnny, we already know they true Indian.
Look, the list wasn't all time chocolate women of the 90s. That wasn't the list, my boy. I'm sorry. If you want to specify on that, then let me know. But anywho, man, I got shit to do. Pudge, don't make me mute. Don't make me boot.
No, we're good to go.
I gotta close this out. Stop talking, my boy. Shit, I gotta go. Damn it. This was fun, and we're gonna do it again.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, it's the liquor.
I was gonna say, thanks for having me on. First time being on this.
Can I hold on, Drew. It's my job to exit you out the scene. All right, cheers, boys, for the show. It was great. It's so much nicer when we ain't got no females on. I'm just lying. I love when they got females. But thank y'all for tuning in to our Snug In Here podcast. We gonna start with my boy Pudge. Tell them where they can find you at, my boy.
Man, you can find me on all social medias. PudgeHuskeyEats.com. You can't beat it. Facebook.
Hey, when I get back in town, I want some lamb chops, my boy.
That's my specialty, buddy. I got you. All you got to do is let me know the day before when I got you.
Hey, you need to hit me up, Quan, when you're back in town too, my G.
I got you. All right, Drew, since you said let me know, let the people know where you at with it.
Of course, you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. You know, I'm around.
He's around.
Okay.
Yeah. Cirque Money. Tell the people where you at, my boy.
And you can find me on all platforms at Cirque Money. You know what time it is.
Yes, sir.
Hey, and I go by some call me Quinn. Again, much love. I appreciate y'all for interacting into the podcast. I love it when the chat is popping because that makes it interactive. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in here every Thursday. We are going to do the third. Is it the third chapter? Fourth? I don't know. It might be the fourth. No, it's the fourth chapter of the Who's the Greatest Batman next week with Anthony Williams. We are on Batfleck, so stay tuned for that. But again, thank y'all for tuning in and thank y'all for sneaking in. And when you sneak out, don't get pulled over by the cops. I'll see y'all later.
Later.
One time.